Let's see what we have ahead of us. It's supposed to be a real snowstorm coming. It's just started, so just started on my first round. Hello. Yeah, it is. It's the same here. Just left Borgfors, so heading on 555 eastbound. Is the wiper blades squeaking a lot? I can't do anything about it, unfortunately. Eastbound and down. The funny thing just happened. I stopped at Stenvall to refuel my truck, and I refueled, and then I did a 180 to fill up with AdBlue. And when I went back to put in my card, it said that the fuel pump was not in service. So I'm almost out of AdBlue, but I have a full load of fuel. So something happened before first and second refueling, with 1 minute in between. I have to stop in Öjebyn and refuel AdBlue. Refill AdBlue, maybe the correct term is. You know, Andreas, the weather is exactly like when you and I was driving. The difference is I have the delineators, or the plow snow sticks, so I can see where the road is. Otherwise it's exactly the same. It's a lot less snow, but still, without those I couldn't see the road. Yeah, I know. I rather plow a little bit narrow and then come back for the second sweep and widen the road when the weather is better. So it is what it is. Yeah, maybe, but yeah, it helped a little bit. I only have the ones on the roof. The one in the front is broken. I need to buy new ones. It's just hard to get everything done when you're always outside. And your garage is not big enough for my truck. updated the weather forecast anything. I think it said like 3 or 4 inches or so, but if it continues like this, we're gonna get more. No, if it continues like this, it's going to be more than 7 centimeters. First 7 kilometers done, only 180 left. On the first round. I think it's going to be at least 2, maybe 3, but minimum 2 in a row. Okay, hello. Yeah, we have had a blistering cold January. I think it started out with minus 20 and then fast minus 40. It peaked out at 42, I think. Then went down to plus 5 for 2 days. Then minus 30, 35 for a couple of days. And now it's 0 or minus 1. So it really goes up and down, the weather. And with warmer weather equals snowstorm and bad visibility. So let's hope we can avoid the ditch today. Can't promise you anything, but I hope. That would be a good live stream. Missing out on the edge and hitting the ditch. I have been in a ditch before, but never on camera. So let's see. Hoping to avoid it. Yeah, I know. I know. Maybe I should do one of those. If this video gets 100 likes, I will drive it now. I won't do that. Yeah, I guess it would. With my old truck that was metal in the front, it didn't matter if you bumped the edge or drove down in the ditch. I've done that. Wait, the phone is calling. Right back. Yes, phone call. I still only have my main phone to stream with, so let's hope we don't get. Can you, by the way, hear when the phone is ringing before the stream shuts down? Is it maybe? Just a quick tip: if you are writing something to me and want to ask something or tell something, do it in short sentences, because when it's get that long, I have to concentrate on driving, then I can't read it. My first priority is the road, so if it's too long, I can't answer. So short questions or statements or whatever. No problem. I can read it later when I get home. So we're soon at the end of this first road, then we're gonna clean that crossing a little bit. It's no point doing it. Okay, that's good. Then you hear the phone ring. Yeah. We're gonna reach the end of this road, then we're gonna clean the crossing a little bit. There's no point in putting any time on cleaning the crossing. It's gonna be snowed over in a couple of minutes anyway. And then we're gonna head into town and see, or do we go at the other end first? I think we go to the 373 first and then turn around there and go into town and see what mayhem it is with all the traffic there. But there's no point cleaning crossings when it snows like this. A little bit, but not gonna put that much time in it. When we get to that bigger road, we're gonna start use the grader as well. Grader blade. And hopefully we can do the first sweep on all the big roads before everybody's going home from work in about 2.5 hours. I think we can do it. If everything is just working as it should. Now we're hitting the open areas. Let's see if we have any snow drifts. Maybe the snow is too heavy to pile up. A little bit. Not that bad. Because as you can see, the snow is off the road. Here you can see how important, or maybe you can't, how important the snow sticks are. Yes, I have studded tires on the front end, only on the front end, not the rear end. I don't need it in the rear, but in the front end I have, and it makes a huge difference. At least in my mind, it makes a big difference. On the rear end, there's no point. I think you will. As soon as the wheel starts spinning, you will destroy the studs. So if it gets that slippery, so I can't drive, I put my snow chains on. But to have studded tires in the front end makes a huge difference for when you have to put the snow chains on in the front. Normally I never use snow chains when I plow. It's not needed. And I'm running a 6x4 truck, so it says 2 driven axles in the back. And that's not good when you're plowing, because you don't get that much traction. So I always have, let's see now, let's do a measurement. I have 4 tons of sand on the bed to get more traction. So right now when the plow is down on the ground, I have 9.8 tons pushing down on the front end and 5.7 on the first driven axle and 6.0 on the second driven axle. So, compared to like 3 tons or something like that if the bed is empty. That's why the yes, exactly as Andreas says, winter tires is mandatory. You don't need studs, but you need to have winter tires, even on the trucks. No, a single rear axle wouldn't be better, but a 4-axle system with a liftable last axle, or a 3-axle system with the last axle liftable, so you could get more traction, and the truck gets way more maneuverable in crossings and roundabouts and stuff like that when you're plowing. So the optimal truck is a 3-axle truck with lifted rear axle. The single rear axle is not good at all because it's way in the back, the rear axle, so you don't have that much traction to the ground with it. It's better to have a liftable last axle, so you can have the driven axle further in front. Then it gets way more traction when you lift the last axle up in the air. And this is a quite big truck, so it's way larger than my old one, and it runs fine in a straight line. It's like an old American car. It runs fine. Yes, I have tandem drive. Yeah, the 3 peaks. Exactly the same here. We have a snowflake, but maybe it's a 3 pikes too. Now we're ending. I'm gonna let this car we have behind us pass. There is, I know it's not visual, but I know it's a pull out here, so I can let the car pass. I must have knew that one because it honked at me. I wonder who that was. It was a special transport car, but I don't know who it was. Apparently someone I knew. Okay, so switching to grader blade mode and cleaning a little bit of this crossing. Oh. I think it has been blowing a lot here because it's a lot of snow on the road, and then there's patches with no snow because of the wind. And when it is like that, I know I'm going to reach some see anything in the rear view mirror or the side mirror. I'm so glad I have the hardened steel, cutting edge steel, even on the grader blade, because it's gonna really put them to the test in this when it's a lot of snow and then pavement under, or tarmac or asphalt or whatever you want to call it. Is it? Yeah, we had. It's a new thing in Sweden on heavy trucks with mandatory winter tires. It's only like 3 years ago or so, and now it's mandatory even on the trailer, not only the truck itself. So, but in Germany, you are not allowed to have spikes, right? Not on any vehicle. Or maybe the road maintenance vehicles can have it. Let's see how we do this. It's quite narrow and these obstacles, I don't like them. Let's not hit it. We're fine. In Sweden we are allowed to drive with studded tires everywhere except for some roads in the capital city. Hornsgatan in Stockholm, you can't drive with studded tires, and I know there is some more roads, but it's not many. And for you who has always wondered and kept awake at night wondering which is the longest city street in Sweden, it is Hornsgatan in Stockholm. So now you know, and now you can sleep well at night. This is very old information. It's like 20 years old information. So don't quote me, but it was back then, at least. This piece we have to do twice because of the width of it. I can't reach the whole road in one go. Or maybe I can, but it's in this weather I don't want to because I can't see the edge of the cloud. But that thing with the dash cam is strange, because they would like you to have a dash cam if something happens. I understand the GDPR and stuff like that, but you are not videotaping the passengers. It shouldn't be anything different from a truck. You are only facing it forward. And in public spaces, you are allowed to videotape, as long as it's not a protected object or military object or something like that. But in public spaces, at least in Sweden, you are allowed to videotape everything. But it can be different in different countries. Sorry for that loud pling, it was just telling me. Okay, maybe they can. Yeah, they can. I guess they can. That pling was just that my middle daughter just unlocked the front door at home. So now she's at home. Not on the road anymore with the bus, so that feels good. Yeah, I understand what you mean. I had, what do you want to call it, Andreas? The thing with the Långnäs last year when I live streamed. I had a guy who wasn't completely agreed with how I plow. And he pulled my left door open and stopped me and pulled my door open and yelled at me like crazy. And I was glad I had my dash cam, I was live streaming, and I had my GPS that was recording my speed, and the dash cam was recording my speed, so I had every right. I did nothing wrong. And he called and complained to the police and to the road keeper, but I had everything in the clear for me. Yeah, you've seen that. Yeah. So I'm admitting that I was going too fast for the circumstances. It was a lot of snow. I was not over-speeding. It was within legal limits. If I mean the road, the speed of the road, but maybe I was going a little bit too fast for the conditions. And I know I blew snow onto his house. I didn't mean to, of course. It's things that happens, and I would have loved to said sorry to him, but with that approach he made, I refused to say anything. When I checked the video, I was going within legal limits, though I was going a little bit too fast for the circumstances, for the amount of snow and that it was people outside. So I could have said sorry, but if you're nice to me, I'd be nice back. So, if you haven't watched that, do it. I was just overtaken on the right side by the Piteå kommun car. They don't follow the rules, I guess. I guess the laws doesn't they don't have to follow it, I guess. I'm doing about 40 kilometers per hour. I don't know if you have any freedom units users in the stream, but I can't in my head tell you how fast it is. 20 something maybe. Now we are heading into the city, or at the outskirts of the city, to do those roads before everybody is heading home from work. Then we'll come back here and do the small roads. Yeah, 25. I wasn't that far off. I said 20 something, so thank you. Yeah, I know. I have to refill with AdBlue. Remind me when I'm doing the second sweep in Öjebyn that I have to fill up with AdBlue. Okay, but I'm in Öjebyn in like 25 minutes, so maybe you can wave to the camera when you drive past, or maybe you go straight home. Oh, some small amounts of drift. It wasn't that bad at all as I thought it would be. Maybe the wind is from the right direction to not be on the road. Thank you. And now I got my always the text as there it comes, the text from my mother when I'm out plowing. Please drive careful and be home safe. Always, every time. Even though I'm 42 and not living at home, she still does that, and I like it. this speed obstacles, or whatever you want to call it, is a pain in the ass when you're plowing. They are always in the way. No, exactly. For many reasons. I wonder how long. Yeah, made it. If I don't lift my side wing up when I get to those, I will remove them from the road. That's a bad thing because there are sharp edges underneath them, and then people will start going over the place where the pole was, and they will get a puncture. Yeah, they do. And it's my 10-year-old daughter always cares about me. She calls and say, when are you going to be home? How is the road? Drive safe. So I think it's a lady thing, because of course my smallest is too small. She's only 5. She doesn't know, but my 10-year-old always calls and asks how it's going. And my oldest son is 11 and a half, and he doesn't give a crap at all. He never calls when I'm out. I think he is happy that the whole house is empty and he can be alone for a while. So maybe it's a lady thing. Okay, mine turns 12 in September. 4th of September. Or September 4th, or whatever I want to say. Then I have a daughter, she's 5, she's turned 6 in March, so 6 years old, and then my 10-year-old and 11. 2 girls and a boy. So now we are back where we come onto this big road. So now we are in unplowed territory heading for the city. Sorry for the squeaky wipers. Here's the area where it's a lot of wind. As you can see, the snow is no longer on the road. If I can turn the camera so you can see. It's a lot of, yeah. It's snowing, blowing a lot. Yeah. It almost covers the right side of the truck completely. And when we came back into the forest, it stopped. So. The right window is completely covered. This would have been at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. They had been, we had scattered newspaper trucks in the ditch everywhere. They are running with really small cars, and they are always in the ditch when it's snowstorm. I don't know. It just is. I have been plowing for, it's my 10th years on this road, and my 13th overall year snow plowing. 12 years full-time snow plow operator in the winter time. It's the only thing I do. I plow and I sand. And it still fascinates me when it's weather like this. It's really nice. This is a curve where it always gets packed with snow, and you can feel it in the truck that it's a lot of snow on it, because it's like someone throwing the anchor out or hitting the brakes, and I promise you I'm not hitting the brakes. I don't know if you can see, but the river, the Piteå River, is running here on the right side. And for you who has been watching my videos from the beginning of the week, I was walking up at the Storforsen, the Great Rapids, and talked about Piteälven. And this is the end of it. This is where Piteälven runs out in the ocean. So now you have seen the Great Rapids, and then the end of the river, the very last stretch of it. Now maybe I have to go with snowmobile to the other end so you can see the start of it. And it's only accessible with snowmobile or by hiking in the summer. There's no road to the other end. I think it's about, let me think, 30 or 40 kilometers to the nearest road from where the Piteå River starts up in the mountains. Good thing that the sun is setting, even though it just 10 minutes to 2, is that it gets more visual, the road, because I can put my high beams on and get shadows and stuff like that. Oh, small hiccup. it's a funny thing when I lift the grader blade up when it's not that much snow on the road. I only using the plow and the side wing. Then it feels like I'm gaining 300 horsepower. Yeah, it's almost no traffic. It will be traffic in about 2 hours. There will be a half an hour with traffic, but it's when you live like this out. It's a city, but it's not a big city. I think it's 40,000 maybe citizens in Piteå. 30,000. So, and this is the main road into Piteå from where I started. So here we have a car. I'm so glad there is no traffic because, yeah, I know. I haven't been to Berlin, but I have been to Germany. I've driven me and the kid's mother were 2009, I think. We left North Sweden and go by car all the way through Sweden, Denmark, and both to Germany, and then all the way to Italy. So I have been in Germany, but we never stopped in Berlin. I don't know why. We should have done that, but we didn't. And Belgium and France and Italy down to Pisa and Monaco and back again in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, 9,000 kilometers. Funny, it's very, very nice trip. My phone is calling. So, I'm back. The only thing I know about Berlin is the history you learn at school, and yeah, you know everything about the history, but I have never been there. I like to go city exploring whenever I'm out traveling, so I will visit Germany and Berlin someday. Maybe when the kids are a little bit older we can go with car again. Second road where we have to go twice, not because it's too wide right here, but further down the road it's too wide because we have to do the turning lane also. Yeah, the Nürburgring. I want to go to see the World Championship in Rallycross. I always go to the Swedish event in Höljes, and then I want to go to Estering in Boxtehude. I think it's pronounced, but Estering. It looked like a great track for Rallycross. Even though the Swedish one is the best, of course. if you're anything into the European Championship in Rallycross, we have a really good driver close to where I live, or next door to where I live. Mats Öhman. I don't know if you've heard about him. He's had an accident with snowmobile in 1997. He's handicapped and a wheelchair. He's sitting in a wheelchair, and has modified his 650 horsepower car and driving rallycross like crazy. Is as good as anybody else. So check him up if you are watching the European Rallycross Championships. He was in the semi-finals last year. Really good driver. You can see the big difference of people don't minding the snow and people who hates it. I just drove past 4 people with they had everything they own on. Triple layer jackets and I think double shoes and the face covers and everything. If you go to Germany as a Swedish tourist, how are they in speaking English nowadays? Because I know English is not a thing in Germany, or at least it wasn't. Can you go around with English, or do you have to teach some? Speak the native language in Germany. A lot of snow here at the edge, not in the middle, not in the tracks, almost nothing. Spinning. Oh, you're 4 minutes late to your coffee break. Yeah, I guess that's. You have to be extra careful. There are safety islands or whatever you want to call it, here. So I have to go as close as I can to get rid of the snow, but not too close that I hit them. There was the edge. Traffic announcement, that's here.
Överkalix och Hackas i höjd med Lansjärv i riktning mot Hackas. Där är det ett lastbilssläp på vägen och det är trångt att passera där just nu. E10 alltså mellan Överkalix och Hackas i höjd med Lansjärv i riktning mot Hackas. Trångt att passera på grund av ett lastbilssläp där på vägen.
I will translate for non-Swedish citizens. Up on the road E10, some truck has lost his trailer and it's in the middle of the road in this weather. That can't be good. That's a recipe for disaster. So now we're at the end of this road, then we have to go back and do it one more time to clean the edge up. Please, no, oh, it's spinning. I'm gonna get stuck because now we have cars. Full diff lock. Let's see if we can get it going again when the cars is passed. Please. I don't know. I just heard it on the traffic announcement. I have no idea. It can be a million things. It can be that it's here because the weather. Sorry, I'm stuck. Damn it! And Tesla behind me. Yeah, I know. But you. Too bad I didn't have a camera there because there is a Tesla right up my. Yeah, you know what? And I can't reverse. Let's see if I can get it going. Yes. They don't give you much space, I tell you that. It was like 4 or 5 meters behind me, so I couldn't reverse to get a run for the to get it going. Yeah, I will do that. I will just turn around in this roundabout, then I will go and fill that blue. Thank you very much. This is not my road, so we're just turning around here. Straight ahead is the into the city. So, luckily I'm not plowing there. It's a road grader that's done the rest of the road. I can turn around here. It's not a problem on this one, and I'm not that low. I just don't want to be low. I still have 50%, so. And this one doesn't have the like new cars. This starts even. I can drive without AdBlue. It just limits the power, so it's always drivable. Luckily. And that's not the case with the German cars, or maybe even the Volvo. I don't own a Volvo with AdBlue. -20. But my mom has a Skoda and it's allows 900 kilometers from the time the AdBlue stops to work. Putting some defrost on for you. Okay, I don't know if do you drive Mercedes or what brand do you use? In Sweden is almost only Scania and Volvo. It's at least 80% of the market is Scania and Volvo. Then we have Mercedes, some DAF and some MAN. No DAF, just MAN. MAN, Mercedes is small on the market, but they exist. And otherwise it's just Volvo and Scania. Scania trucks in Sweden, at least in the North Sweden, we don't really have a market for it because it's hard to get anyone to service them. We don't have a lot of facilities that they are specialized in Mercedes. We only have one close by here, so if they break down, it's hard to get a hold of parts and people to fix them if you're not fixing them yourself. We have one service center 60 kilometers from here, but it's only one, and it's really tough to get times and to get them fixed and serviced. I guess that's one reason why Sweden, Scania and Volvo is the leading brands by far. And up in the mines there are mostly Volvo. I have never driven bus, so I can't do anything that says otherwise. I trust you that they are crap. We have started to get these electrical buses here in Piteå. All the buses that only drive local are electric or gas driven, and it works, but in the winter, yeah, let's say they are not warm at all. When we had this period with -40 or -30, it was freezing, those buses. I never go by bus, but I read it on the news. And I mean, it's okay if you just taking a short ride, but for the driver that's gonna be there for 8 hours a day, it's not feasible, or whatever you want to call it. It's not good for him to be in those cold buses all day. There's a really narrow part. Made it. Let's turn around and go and fill at loop. No, please start. No. I want to do the boat sweeps on this road so there's no snow, or not that much snow left on the road that can get packed pretty soon. Do the second sweep also before we fill up. Started to get some afternoon traffic. Turn around here and go for the second sweep on this road. But then the second sweep I don't have to use the grader. It's already done. So it goes a lot faster. So let's see how we're going to do this without getting hit by a car. We do it like this. Let's see. Pass, please. Turn around without hitting anything or anyone. Yeah, worked. Okay. So, let's go again. Now we can speed up because we're not using the grader. We can go a lot faster. Just clean the edge. Nice. I think we got rid of most of the snow on the road. It looks really nice. For now. Let's see if I read that correct. Yeah, it's hard to tell. It really depends. But if you go up in the mountains, there are a lot more. We are down by the coast now in Piteå. We are at marking 65, 65 degrees north is where we are now, east 21. So if you go further west and a little bit north, there will be a lot more snow, or a lot, but it will be more snow. It gets colder, faster, and it starts snowing earlier. So I have a cabin up in Jäckvik, in the far west of Sweden. It's a lot more there. Yeah, exactly. Close to the border to Norway. It's the Silver Road, Jäckvik, where I have the cabin. And the road goes all the way to Bodø in Norway. We have about 270 kilometers to the Norway to the Norwegian border. Here you have a guy who really thinks it's bad weather. He has his high visibility. You can't see him in the camera. Maybe there. He has his high visibility jacket on and really struggling in the wind. He's leaning forward while he's working. We're walking. Okay, so where are you going? Are you coming up to North Sweden? Are you traveling by car or? Okay. And it really differs from time to time. 2018 we had crazy amounts of snow. It was, yeah, we had 1 meter in 2 days. It was snowing. It was really crazy, and the whole winter was really snowy. Yeah, do that. The only thing with going that early, December, January, can be cold as hell. It's not really the best time to go to the mountains. I have to tell you that. But if the weather is right, it can be amazing. But it can still be just snow, and minus 13 degrees. Then March to April, it's much better. And enjoying the winter in the mountains. I always like the mountains. I've been there in January, February, June. It's always nice in the mountains. But it can be really cold January, and no daylight at all, like 2 hours of daylight if you go up north. Now we are at the end of January, and this is really the first time we see the sun since beginning of December, and it's just really short periods. Yeah, if you're gonna be inside, it's not if you want to experience -40, then it's, and a cozy cabin, it's perfect. It's really perfect. Then you should go exactly when you are planning to go. Just be aware that your car is prepared with coolant and the correct amount of coolant for -40 and extra clothes and blankets and stuff like that if you get stranded in that cold weather. If it's -40, you shouldn't be driving at all if it's not absolutely necessary. I don't go to work when it's -40. Then I'm sorry, then I stay at home. But if you're just planning to stay indoors when it's that cold, it's perfectly fine. Now, let's go get some AdBlue. Yeah, then you have a problem if you don't have a backup system. But it's not that common at all. You shouldn't be afraid, because we had I'm eating my lunch. Sorry, don't mean to talk with my food in my mouth. It's the first time that's happened since 1998, so it's not that common at all, but that we got a power out when it's that cold. But you know, sometimes it happens. The circuit gets overloaded and something gives. And in this case it was a transformer. Luckily, I had a backup generator so I could help my parents with their house. Let's go this way. So, for you who doesn't know, I have to go and fill some AdBlue. I did that at home, but I planned to do that at home, but AdBlue pump was, first car in the ditch. You can't see it, but it's two. Maybe they have crashed together, but there's snow on them, so I guess they are already out of their cars, facing the wrong way. Yeah, it's two. You can't see them, I think. See the flashes there. No, it's just one. Yeah, he's in the ditch. Trucks at the fuel station. Oh, it's leaving. Good. See? There's room for me here. I think it is. Yes. No. What's the car behind? Oh, yeah. I can wait. I have to stand here and wait then. Yeah, he's done now. Let's hope that blue is working. You can tag along if you want to. So this is how my truck looks after just a short plowing. It's snow absolutely everywhere. Let's find the cap for the AdBlue. No, I won't let you show. I won't show you my. Okay, next card. So, and then AdBlue. Yeah, working. So this is my grader blade under the truck, doing its job. It's almost out of cutting edge steel. Uh, 9.75 Swedish crown. So I would say, yeah, a little bit cheaper. It's 9.75 Swedish. At least in this station. It's really building up with snow. It's crazy. It gets really heavy on the. I have to put it inside after this snowstorm is over to thaw it. We're just waiting. Yeah, we can about 17, I think. 17.6, even 17.7. It was down by four crowns this new year. Because they got rid of some shit from the from the fuel. They could lower the price. Wait. Hope you didn't get seasick from that. I had to And hello, Bosnia. Nice to see you. Ooh, let's continue. Get inside and out of this nasty weather. Let's just watch how much steel we have left. Oh, no problem this round. Ah. Back inside, thankfully. No, wrong way. Camera upside down. Sorry. And charger. So a liter of diesel is about 17, something like that. I don't know how it compares to the rest of Europe. But I know for fact that it's 11 crowns cheaper than this time last year. It peaked out at 29 point something. It was crazy. So, load it up with that blue. Let's go. Okay, about the same or 2 crowns more. Better than 29 that it was last year, at least in Sweden. Now I'm not gonna say that I'll say anything politically, but we got a new government and the price dropped by more than $1 or 10, 11 crowns. So I wonder what had happened to that car. It looks like it had a spin or something like that and reversed up in the snowbank. Okay. Here they removed the you need to put this percentage of environmentally friendly fuel in the diesel fuel, and the government had it at 30%, I think, and they wanted to raise it to 50%, but the new government lowered it to 5%. That's why it got this much cheaper. It's still really expensive, but it's a huge difference. I couldn't get when it topped out, I couldn't refill my tank for less than 11,000 Swedish, and that's way too expensive. And it only lasts 2 rounds. I'm sorry, I was hungry. I should stop eating while I'm talking. are back on track. I wanna go. Good. Not steering, not steering. Yeah, it's a company truck. I'm the only driver on it. I'm the only driver all year round. If I'm not working the truck, no one else is driving the truck. So, and in the winter time I have it at home, and I fix it myself, service it myself, and takes it to workshops when it's needed. But I don't own it. But I look after it for myself to 100%. But I don't get the bills. So that's a good thing. I have thought many times of getting my own truck, but it's no. Not at this time at least. I really love enjoying 5 weeks vacation in the summer with my kids, out traveling Sweden and being in the cabin and stuff like that. And you can't do that if you own your own truck. Then you have to look after it all the time. So, and I'm not that committed to owning an own truck. I love to work, but I don't. No. Yeah, it is. It really is. The only time I have to call the office is if I have to do an expensive repair. Like I blew a tire a couple of weeks ago and destroyed the left side of the truck because the tire blew out. It wasn't my fault at all, but then of course I need a tow truck and repairs and insurance and stuff like that. Then I have to give them a call. Otherwise, if it's just small things to fix, oil changes and stuff like that, I do it. I just get it to a workshop and they do it. Heavy pushing this snow, but I guess it's because it's 0 degrees. The snow is a little bit wet. But I've only seen one crashed car so far, and that's honestly not a lot. Maybe it's snowing a little bit less right now. Managed to do all the big roads before the afternoon rush hour. Or rush hour for me in this small town. For you who are used to it, maybe it's just another car driving by, but you know what I mean. We are in this narrow part again. Slowly. Yeah, I have blown one airbag on my right side, front right on the truck, and I was at a standstill. I was just about to go plow, and I was sitting in my truck and wondering about something, and it just kaboom, and then my truck fell down a couple of inches and blew out an airbag. But luckily our mechanic was nearby, so he got a new airbag and installed it for me. So I was up and running again in a couple of hours. More traffic, let's listen.
Meddelande som gäller E45 mellan Koptalis och Jokkmokk. Det är så att det pågår en bärgning av en husbil där mellan Koptalis och Torjaur. Och det gör att vägen är helt avstängd under arbetets gång. Prognosen från bärgaren är att det ska hålla på fram till ungefär klockan 15:30 med avstängningen och bärgningen då alltså. E45 mellan Koptalis och Jokkmokk, bärgning där av en husbil, närmare bestämt mellan Koptalis och Torjaur. Och vägen är alltså helt avstängd under arbetet som väntas pågå fram till 15:30.
Okay, accident. And how far away is it? 150 kilometers away, so it's not close. Car accident. Nothing to worry about here. So now the city outskirts of city is cleared, so let's continue. Okay, I can't drive my truck without airbags. It's too low. It's the front end is hitting the ground if I don't have the airbag, so I can't drive without it. That's the negative part with this truck. It's way too low for this type of work. But yeah. So if I blew a rear, I can drive without one at the rear, but in the front end, it's not possible at all. And I will scrape and destroy the front end. Behind us. That's good, because if they are behind us, they are not in front of us. Heavy. It doesn't. I know it doesn't look like it is that much snow, but it really is. Or it's like 2 inches maybe, but 5 centimeters. but it's really packed, and when I'm pushing down with the grader, all my 500 horsepower have to work to get the truck, keep the truck moving. Normally I don't push down this hard when I'm plowing, but I don't want this to get icy and packed. Yeah, maybe. But within 10 minutes I will turn out to a smaller road. Here comes one. Yeah. One was passing me. But I'm still doing 40 and you don't have to go that fast in this weather. So it's 70 on the road in summertime or when the weather is good. And for you who haven't seen my front tire explosion, it's on Andreas Trucker Dashcam Sweden's YouTube channel. You can watch it there. It's the very first video in the very first clip in one of his latest videos. Maybe the latest or the one before that. It's the very first one. You can see that when I got that puncture, tire explosion. Luckily I was empty. Yeah, and yeah, they are, but some are not. And if you go to bigger cities, it's a mess. And I partly understand them because, yeah, in the bigger cities there's a lot more cars and they have nowhere to go and nowhere to put the snow, so it can get really messy. Oh, it's really heavy pushing this. I'm foot to the floor right now to get rid of this packed snow, or almost. I can't go completely flat out because then I will spin the tires. But she's really working for the money, the truck. The best right now would be to turn around and do the left side again, because it's going to get really packed, but I'm not going to do that. I need to go on the other roads as well. If you like this type of content, please consider to subscribe to the channel. It really helps me a lot. I love doing this type of content. One round, when I'm done with all my roads, it's 187 kilometers and it takes about 6 hours. So if the weather is bad, it takes at least 2 or 3 rounds you can manage, but 2, then you maybe can take a break. I have done 3, or I can't say in a live stream, but hej Elina, vad roligt att se dig. It's a funny thing when you're doing these live streams. You never think of that your friends or colleagues are watching. Because I feel really stupid when I'm listening to myself speaking English. I always think, oh, maybe it's someone far away. Now it was a friend of mine who wrote to me that she was watching. Hello. You are joining in, but I think the snow it's better now. It's not crazy snowing, and the visibility is way better now. We're gonna go left here, just empty out some traffic. Clean this crossing. No, it's not. It's not mandatory for the 4.5 hour break. It's another system. You can go for 6 hours, then you can go. Then you need to take a break for 30 minutes. Then you can go another 6 hours, and then you need your 11 hours off. But it's a little bit wonky, the rules, so. But that's how it is. 6 hours, 30-minute break, and 6 hours. But it is like, as long as it's snowing, you go. And of course, if you're tired, you stop. But after sat in your truck for like 12, 16, 18 hours, you need to take a break. You are not 100. You can say whatever you want. You are not 100% focused on what you're doing after 18 hours non-stop plowing. Ska jag komma ihåg det, Jesper? Jo, förlåt. Delsbobanan. Den är jättelång. Där kan man åka dressin. I närheten av Hudik. Den är jättelång. Jag tror det är typ 80 kilometer eller någonting. Yes, I have 5 tons in the back. Om det var Delsbobanan du menar, Jesper. This is a tandem truck, so I really needs the extra weight on the back for traction. Lot of snow. This is a part of the road that always gets a lot of snow drifts. But I think someone has plowed here before me. Maybe a wheel loader or something driving past, because it's plowed in this direction. Let's see how it looks up here. Nej, jag har inte varit Kala marken än. Jag tar den sist. Jag är lite nervös för den, så jag tar den sist. Nej, det är ingen trafik där. A friend of me just wrote in Swedish and asked if I have done the 512 called Kala marken. It's a treacherous road for snow drifts and steep hills, and yeah. But I'm about, I think, at least 2 hours away from that road. So I think I'm gonna make a video that's not gonna be on the live stream because the reception is quite bad at that road. So we're gonna do a video on it instead. There is another section of this speed obstacles that I don't like. This is better. They are wider than the other ones, but it's still really easy to destroy them. Oop. And as I said, if you like the content, please consider to subscribe to the channel. And I can make more content and you have more to watch. Yeah, it's really fascinating. I don't do snooze. I have never even tried snooze. I have tried smoking in my teens, not continuously, just like short periods of time. But I like 1 or 2 in a week. But I never ever tried snooze. Many of my friends do. I don't. I just have never tried them. Now it's no point. No point starting now. The only thing I'm not addicted to, but the only thing I repeatedly consumes is the Monster energy drinks, and I know it's not good, but I think it's the only one I consume repeatedly during the weeks. At least, no, not 1 a day, but 3 a week maybe. And I don't do coffee either. I don't know. I have never just started with it. So. Yeah, I guess that's how it feels at the beginning. And there is a saying in Sweden that called snooze full. You are snooze drunk because you feel like you're drunk the first time you try it. At least some people do. Wait, phone's calling. I don't know. It just works. I have never started to drink coffee. Maybe that's why I'm not needed to stay awake. I'm gonna have to end the live stream soon. I was planning to stream for another hour, but my kids are calling me constantly and asking me things, so I have to give them a call. And I'm gonna make a video about it of this place tonight also. So sorry I couldn't stay longer. They're calling me like all the time and writing to me, please call. And I don't have any other phone, so I have to end the stream and give them a call. But I'm so glad that you has been with me for 2 hours. Maybe we do another live stream tonight when we go on the second round, because then the kids are asleep. They are alone at home, so I guess they started to get hungry. Yeah. See you next time, everybody, and thanks for joining in. Have a nice one, everybody. See you next time. I waved like you see that. You can do like this. Goodbye.